Obviously, well played, a really hard-fought win over in Jersey today. How good does that feel?
Yeah, mate, really good. I mean, we normally come here and have a tough one, and all week we spoke about barring up and how hard we find it, and I think we didn't play as well as we could have, but just to grind it out was great.
Are the games like that just all about winning?
Yeah, I think we can take a lot of heart from that. Like, showed really good character to go down and then come back into it, I think, 2 or 3 times, and at the end of the day, all that matters is we won.
That was really down to kind of team spirit and character, wasn't it? Because I think 2 or 3 times we went behind, but we really just kind of wrestled it back, and particularly right at the end there as well.
Yeah, I mean, we speak about squad effort, and I think everyone who came on made a difference. Like, the starters started it, and then obviously boys came off the bench, really upped it and helped us go over the line.
Yeah, it was kind of a difficult opening 40 minutes as well, wasn't it? We were kind of chipping away in front, and then they'd come back. Just in terms of character and kind of resolve, we had to wrestle away in front, and then just brilliantly done in the second half to finish it off, wasn't it?
Yeah, definitely, mate. I think sometimes things go against you, and that happens. It can't all be big flowing rugby, and like I said earlier, I think just shows a lot of heart. We can take a lot of positives from that and pick up some work-ons, because we play them again in 2 weeks' time.
Just in terms of patience, that was certainly on show with the 3 tries that we scored, just kind of really going through the phases. How much of a difference does it make when we've got, the ball carriers coming onto it at speed and then just edging closer to the line? Yeah,
definitely, mate. I think we've got threats all across in both our pack and our back line, and that makes a real difference. Boys coming on and hammering their options at the line, all the buzzwords, but it really makes a difference when you come away somewhere like this.
Yeah, with Pat's try with about 15 minutes to go, and then suddenly they score straight away. I think we could have all been forgiven for thinking it wasn't our day, but just tell us how hard we had to work in those last 10 minutes to get in front.
I think we just had to calm down a bit, gathered under the posts and said, look, there's still 15 minutes to go, we've still got this. Keep calm, execute, and obviously we did. Went back up the other end, finished it off, and then front row got a couple of penalties in the corner to seal it. Yeah,
and it just obviously talking about that, all you guys worked so hard in defence kind of all week, and then they had a penalty 5 metres out from the line and then held up the maul. Is that just exactly what all that hard work's for?
Yeah, exactly. You put yourselves in uncomfortable positions in training for that exact moment over there, and for me I think that was the turning moment in the game.
Yeah, kind of set piece wise, you had to work extremely hard today. How did you find it out there? It was really tough, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's quite soft underfoot, isn't it? So coming away from the 4G and some of the heavier pitches in the league, we're always gonna be a bit slippy, but as I say, I think we barred up really well, and good to get off the island with a win.
Yeah, that's 5 from 5 this year. We're really kind of hitting our straps, aren't we? It must feel really good at the moment.
Yeah, definitely, and I think just a sign of where we've come is to not necessarily play our best and come away with, I think, did we get 5 points?
4. 3 tries,
3 tries, I mean, a win's a win at the end of the day, and ground it out.
Yeah, what spring in a step does that give us for Bedford next week as well now? It's games coming thick and fast, aren't they?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think what we've got, is it 6 or 7 on the bounce, and for us I don't think they can come any quicker. It's a feel-good factor around the squad at the moment, and the more the better. Everyone's involved, and just keep going.
Just finally, just tell us that elation when we smashed the ball out into the touch. It was a pretty good moment, wasn't it?
Yeah, I wasn't sure the game was over. I was a bit relieved when the referee blew up, to be honest.
Wardy, the narrowest of possible wins against Jersey here today. How pleased are you after that?
I'm delighted. We were never quite at our best today. We never quite had control of the game, and you've got to give a lot of credit to Jersey for that. They opened us up a number of times defensively, and every time we thought we were getting some control of the game, they came back into it. Sometimes in those type of games, it just takes all you care about by the end is winning. But I think both sets of coaches will be pretty pleased with, or reasonably pleased with the performances.
Was that all about kind of character and grit, that win, the way we had to keep coming from behind and kind of holding out at the end?
It certainly was at the end. I think we had opportunities in the game that we'll look back and we won't be as happy with our play. And we expect better from ourselves. But as I say, to come back and to hold on and probably to keep giving them more opportunities to get into those areas, and we had to defend. Fair play up to the guys up front to get that last penalty.
Yeah, in terms of our performance, was it just kind of the consecutive errors that just kind of put us on the back foot a little bit?
A mixture. They were good at the breakdown, we were poor at the breakdown. We coughed up too much ball, we overplayed a couple of times. Probably symptomatic or symbolised by our last try, which was the first time in the game where I really thought we put some phases and pace on the game, and that's where we caused them the most problems.
Yeah, in terms of you mentioned the phases there, the 3 tries all came from the same thing. Is it a case of just staying patient in the 22 and then obviously the tries followed?
You can't just stay patient without doing anything. you score tries in the 22 because you're a good side and you're causing the opposition problems. All teams will have 14, 15 guys in the front line at that stage, so you've got to be very good with your attacking plays.
What a squad effort today. The bench were fantastic when they came on, weren't they?
Yeah, I thought they made a real impact. If I'm honest, I'd have probably got them on a few of them on a little bit earlier, and probably some of the guys that came on last would have liked to get on earlier, but you're conscious that you have to hold back a few in case of injuries. But no, I thought they made a real big impact at a time we needed it, and like I said, that probably coincided with our last try.
Yeah, obviously Pats tried to put us in front, and then all of a sudden they scored straight away after. Did you kind of start to feel like it might not be our day, perhaps?
No, never like that. It was just purely a case of we're making this really hard for ourselves, guys. We just kept having to come back, but that's rugby sometimes. Yeah. They were good to score their tries.
Yeah, and just talking about making it hard for ourselves, we obviously get a penalty with pretty much the last play, and then all of a sudden the line out goes skew with. But the scrum, brilliant effort, and then just got it away at the end. How relieving was that moment?
Yeah, again, it's we don't make it easy for ourselves. We've got to get better at closing out a game like that, and we've been pretty good over the last since the turn of the year at doing so. Maybe that's what got us through, just that confidence in our ability that we could always come back into the game. But no, obviously when the ball's kicked out at the end, the guys have worked extremely hard this week. It's a long way to come on the plane over here, and it's nice to get the victory, and we'll make sure that we celebrate together tonight.
Yeah, does that win just really kind of show how strong the group is at the moment, how tight they are?
Oh look, you can see each team each week we're making changes because we believe in the group. It's not just a 15-man effort, it's also a 23-man effort. The guys coming off the bench have a job to do. I thought the two halfbacks that came on showed great control today when they came off the bench after a strong performance last week. But we're confident at the moment. We're in some good form, and we'll look forward to getting back to our patch next week and playing some rugby again.
Yeah, it's 5 wins out of 5 now this year. We're really in great form at the moment, aren't we?
Yeah, as I say, we're playing well. Like I say, we'll probably start to look forward to Bedford next week, probably if we can get off this flight tomorrow, because that's all I'm thinking about right now, and these 30 to 50 mile an hour winds.